Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Saturday, August 12th, 2023. Lance Brock here. Hope everyone is having a good morning so far. And it's Saturday, so I'm going to be previewing a new episode of AEW Saturday Collision tonight. And tonight, Collision will be live from the famous wrestling city, Greensboro, North Carolina, at the Greensboro Coliseum. And in the main event tonight, the Real World's champion, CM Punk, will be teaming with the AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR, the trios team known as CMFTR, will be challenging for the AEW Trios Championships as they take on the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews, and I'm sure they will have Julia Hart in their corner at ringside. We will also see the AEW TBS champion Chris Statlander join forces with Willow Nightingale to take on the team of Mercedes Martinez and Diamante. Also, might get an answer from CM Punk if he will accept the challenge from Samoa Joe for All in London. And that is what is scheduled for tonight on AEW Saturday Collision. Just a reminder, there was a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night talking about WWE SmackDown and AEW Rampage as well. And I apologize for Thursday night not having an episode up like I usually do, talking about Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor from that night. But on Impact, talk about real quick right now is we did see the return of PCO after being set on fire by Bully Ray and Steve Maclin a little while back. And since right now Steve Maclin is out with injury, the only one PCO can go after now is Bully Ray. He returned, chased Bully out of the arena, and then Bully went into a car to escape him to end Impact Wrestling last Thursday night. And speaking of Bully Ray, I mentioned this last night on 360 Wrestling Fanatic, but it was announced by Impact Wrestling that Team 3D will be appearing together again on Impact 1000 next month, the 1000th episode of Impact Wrestling. Already announced has been the Beautiful People and Awesome Kong. I'm sure there will be more names from Impact's past to be announced soon as we do get closer to the 1000th episode of Impact Wrestling, which has been through quite a lot in the history of Impact. I remember watching back in 2004 when Impact first started on Fox Sports Net and was on 3 p.m. in the afternoon, which definitely was not the best time slot for a pro wrestling show at all. But hey, they were on TV, and then just a little bit after that is when they stopped the Wednesday night pay-per-views and then went to having a Sunday night one once a month. And then, of course, in 2005, would go on to Spike TV, and which, of course, was better, but still not the best time slot at first. Saturday nights at 11. That was just about a week or so after WWE left Spike TV to go back to USA. And then, of course, would end up getting prime time on Thursday nights on Spike TV. And we're on Spike TV for about, I think, maybe 7-8 years. I could be wrong, but I'd have to check that out, how long exactly. But and then went to Destination America, which wasn't too great. And then Pop TV, and then probably the worst one was I don't even remember the name of it. It's that very small kind of. It's more kind of like a hunting and fishing channel, but I don't even remember what the name of it is. It's not the outdoor channel. It's not the sportsman's channel. It was this one that was just real small one that Anthem owns. And then finally, Anthem purchased Access TV and got back on a better channel, and now is right on before New Japan Pro Wrestling every Thursday night. And I'm not sure why I went over the history of Impact on TV there, but I just happened to think of it for some reason. So that's all for this Saturday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Remember, if you have any questions or comments or anything, you can give your feedback on last night's Friday Night SmackDown and Rampage. I hope to have a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight, talking all about Collision. And in case you haven't heard it yet, the new episode of the debut new 360 podcast, Anything Goes 1, talking about Young Rock, that is available now. We'll be back tomorrow morning for the Sunday episode of GMWF. Hope everyone has a good Saturday today. But until tomorrow, have a great pro wrestling day.